Thank you, Bright Edape. Bright, yo, Bright. But if you can't see police where they do this, who should we call? Should we call police too? Because people actually made the video and they sent it to the police. And guess what the police did? They quickly sent out a reporter. They said, those are not policemen. Are you being serious? Like, are you for real? I say, yes, they are not policemen. They are not our force. They are not our members. Damn. That's a shame because they are policemen with their truck, with their guns and their uniform in the video. There's not going to be any investigation, right? That's what I meant earlier. I said, if you have an accident scene where there's a crash, you would expect the police to come quickly and just barricade the area and stop everybody from share you get, but not in that contraption. Now you and police go to drag the content of that falling truck. If it's a petrol or PMS truck, I go shoot you now if you come closer because they need to fill their tanks. And then you see the police, I mean, they are jerry cans, right? And then the police will be selling the diesel or the PMS rather. They'll be selling that. It's like their lucky day. It is the loss of the truck driver and his truck and the content, you know. So if the police don't take them, other people go take them. I'm talking about the police, the security of lives and properties. The terrorists in Nigeria have become an industry on their own, a multi-billion-dollar industry. That is what the insecurity has become in Nigeria. Terrorism industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. In Zamfara, the terrorists had to detonate what looks like a bomb to damage a road. Some said it's a bridge. I'm like, no, this one looks like a road. And if it's a bridge, wow. Let me show you something. This was in Zamfara State, done by the terrorists of that axis.
kai bari ka taka nan bari ko nan ya saura ne ya sai yayi kula yake kula da Allah babu wani saura da Allah ya lawan aiki da Allah direbo ba kawai su go ba ku bari ku go ba kun ku ita ne heko bari in jawo ne ku kawo ci mutane sai kawai su ke Allah nuna mutane wajen abin da Allah su saura ko can waya can wurin dutsen can can ba shi bane yan wala ba shi bane can kare bomba ce ma abin nan ba ko bomba ce tare muke da shi ba tare muke da shi ba
Is that a bomb or somebody said it's IED, improvised explosive device? Okay, let's say it is IED, right? So it is to damage the road before the bridge, and that was done by the terrorists. We don't know which one because there are so many terrorists in that part of Nigeria, Zamfara. You've got the Fulani terrorists, you've got the Boko Haram, you've got the ISWAP 1, ISWAP 2, you've got the Lakurawa, you've got Patawales, you've got all kinds of terrorists in the axis, unfortunately. And they have done so much damages to Nigeria's ecosystem, right? They've destroyed Nigeria's economy. They've destroyed the Nigerian agricultural economy. For 10 years now, they have been in business, and the impact is felt by almost everyone, except the politicians who do not really have to feel anything, as everything is paid for by you. The impoverished, the overtaxed, the traumatized Nigerians. So the last summer, we saw rats. Remi Ahmed Tinubu's wife, rats, displayed her farm where she cultivated tomato in a farm. And then she harvested ugu. That was one miracle that some of you are pretty much not talking about. You don't talk much about that miracle. Rats planted tomato. And when it was time for her to harvest, she harvested ugu. It's not funny. But she got away with it. She was encouraging Nigerians to grow their own food. Also, I can log me onions. Maybe I could harvest the rice. But not all of us get a garden. So she started a garden or a farm inside the old rock. You remember that time? Well, Onakpsa has done the same, but he's yet to harvest. According to Onakpsa, he's already covered his own grass in his compound in Lagos, and he's already growing his own vegetable like tomato. Onakpsa, show us your farm. That was a Bayo, a Zibida, long throats on Onakpsa in his own mini farm, in his compound. We will keep monitoring. According to them, this advise all of you to grow your own food. Imagine if you're a family of 5, and this hardship is eating you. I don't know how big you have to grow food that will last you for some months. I don't know, but these clowns are displaying that to encourage all of you to stop complaining about the hardship. Grow your own food, according to him. Try and grow your own food and stop complaining. Very simple advice. I hope you listen, even though it is like a clowning. It's called clowning, if you put it that way. Another clown, talking about clowning. Another clown that somehow, right, always portrayed our airspace is Isaac Faulishe. Isaac Faulishe, because he's a Faulishe's brother who was reacting to Tinubu's announcement of the Port Harcourt refinery. In his own words, is actually a clown, but yeah, it cracks me up once in a while, like this one.
President Tinubu, you now don't do us 419. Since they opened the refinery, petrol no gree come out again. So that means that day when they throw picture, when they said they are loading now, now figure, kai, authorities stealing pass yahoo, yeah. Authority. How you now go say something is ready and you are loading now? And since that day, you now don't lock gates. Check that go to lock gate when he open it one. Once he said you are open for business, how come? Fuel no come out since 5 days now. Trailer no enter again. The ones where they inside, they don't stop, they stuck inside. Who is deceiving who? Port Harcourt refinery. Now you na lie na the lie. Oh. This NNPC chairman, we will protest for your office. Oh. We are tired of this your games and lies. After 7th lie, now you can't tell us they are loading. Now show us trucks, 4 trucks. Since that 4 trucks, nothing move again. President Tinubu, talk to this man. Oh, we are tired. Oh, and give us our refinery. Give us open now.
I seek it to seek. Anyway, I told you he's a clown. Well, he's a mini clown. Where another one is, you know the clown called Jesutega, Onakpsa, the one that is has been like crying like a baby since Tinubu appointed Bulaba Dani as his spokesperson on policy now. Anyway, he got demoted 24 hours after that announcement. Now, if we are talking about clowns in that place, I don't think we should ignore Onakpsa. He is still crying. The last time I saw him was, I think it was yesterday. He was on Arise. Lamentation after lamentation. This time, he repeated what he said a few days ago. That if Tinubu does not reverse that announcement, the appointment of Bulaba, they will remove Tinubu in 2027. And it's not a threat. We will do it. So that's another clown. That when we are mentioning clowns from that contraption, I don't know what number Onakpsa would take, but it should be top 10 of the clowns from that contraption. An entitled one by for that matter. Onakpsa.
Do you still stand with President Tinubu? Because you complained about President Tinubu giving appointments to people who did not work for him, and you as chairman of the media support group for Tinubu, you expressed a lot of anger. Are you going to support him in 2027?
Yes,
So are you going to support him in 2027?
Not at all.
How?
Not.
Are you leaving the party?
Unless
are you leaving
unless
the
he retraces. I am not. Does the party belong to President Tinubu? We all form the party. What's the meaning of that? I will always support him in 2027 if he retraces his footsteps, if he respects our party members, if he stops this bizarre behavior of insulting all of us in the party by giving appointments to people who insulted us, people who called him a drug baron, a drug dealer. I mean, can you imagine that, Ruben? You're a lawyer. Somebody without evidence, no shred of evidence. Even if Bola Tinubu was not a president, if he was just, let's say, a truck pusher, you ought not to call him a drug dealer without evidence. This is a prominent individual. Then somebody keeps calling him a drug baron, a drug dealer without evidence. This is the same person that President Tinubu gives appointment to. What an insult. What is the president trying to say? He's trying to justify the statement the person made. Then we were all defending you. I mean, what an insult. So if Mr. President continues on this trajectory of disrespecting our party members, treating us as if we are beggars, in fact, the narrative is just cool down. Your appointment is coming. Appointment my foot. Who told you I need appointment from you? Did I come to? Have you ever seen me in Ashimaju's house begging me in for anything? Don't disrespect us. We are citizens. We are politicians. We made you president. Respect us in this party, for God's sake. And don't bring this. Okay. What is the point in appointing Daniel Bala for this? I'm coming, Dr. Abati. Go on.
Okay, no, go ahead. You know, I was just going I was just going to ask you. When you say if the president
what is the point? What's the logic in
if he retraces
what's the logic in appointing Daniel Bala? I don't see the logic in it, other than Mr. President is telling all of us, his supporters, that to hell with you, I don't give a toss what you think. Well, in 2027, we tell him we don't give a toss what he thinks. That's it. Two can play that game. Go on, doctor.
But he has many people who are supporting him. You know, maybe one person saying no probably wouldn't matter. But you know, the Tinubu factor.
You will be dumbfounded. Dr. Abati, you will be dumbfounded. People, you cannot imagine how many people who are supporters of our party who have called me to commend me, that all they were waiting for was just for somebody to be bold enough to say the truth to Achiwaju. Then he behaves as if he has no regard for his supporters. Who told him that it is spirit of Emilio that made you president? It's God that made you president. Through us.
Well, I just finished a conversation with Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, and he was talking about unity, national integration, that President Tinubu should be the president of everybody, not president of the APC alone, not president of the Lagos crowd, not president of the Yoruba. But here you are saying that he should be the president of the APC by giving opportunities only to people within your party.
I refute that. Our party supporters cut across the country. We have supporters from the Niger Delta. We have supporters from the Southeast. We have supporters from Yoruba land. We have supporters from the Middle Belt. We have supporters from the Northeast. We have supporters from the Northwest.
Okay.
So far, Achiwaju has made it. Let me finish, please, Ruben. So far, Achiwaju has given us the impression that he has only regard for only Lagos people. And most of us consider that to be an insult. You know? And then this, when he keeps insulting those of us, his core supporters, by ignoring our authentic supporters, and then giving appointments to all kinds of people that I don't know what his calculations are. Strategy? No, that is the antithesis of strategy, as far as I'm concerned. Well, it's not strategy.
Except that it's his prerogative to appoint or fire whoever he wishes, as he chooses.
Yes, and it is our prerogative. It is also, excuse me, Dr. Abati, it is also our prerogative to hire and fire a president. And if he continues like this, we fire him.
Do you still stand?
Nuisance, Lele.
Jesus Tega Onakpsa. Don't take him too serious. You understand? He's a clown, and all of that can change once they begin to play their tribal ethnic card, which is what they will play. They meant to get to 2025, 2026 from next year on, right? But I don't know. It cracks me. I mean, it cracks me up as well. Like, I laugh. I do laugh when I listen to him. And that's why I share that with you. So, I mean, some of the time. Now, away from that, okay, I do still have a few other stuff to share with us, because, I mean, I've been away for 2 days. I wasn't here throughout yesterday. And I can tell you that created a bit of a gap. And that's why we are not taking calls, or we didn't take calls tonight, okay? However, I would wrap it up with this. It's Peter Obi doing what he seems to be enjoying doing since after that charade. The guy has shared over 500 million naira to different, organizations, schools, especially in Nigeria. Here is one of them, just over the weekend. It was yesterday, in fact.
Incompetent people, but they will have an answer. That's what the country is going through. As I conclude, I wish you well, and I assure you, encourage young girls in critical areas of health, education, and he mentioned it's my first time on showing my last time. So that is why we're here. We're here to say to you, thank you for what you're doing. 10 laptops and a printer to St. Augustine's Secondary School by Barua in Adamawa. You see, we must work hard to ensure that these students have the best of training, everything. I've just some elementary students, kids, buy.
That's really to the bridge.
No.
Is there anybody who knows soap from there?
Yeah, is pretty much becoming the the beautiful bride up north as well, and everyone believes that he still has his eyes on the #1 job in Nigeria to become their president. The obedience says they are not going to settle for any second fiddle. It is either Obi or make Tinubu just continue. All this conversation and debate is ongoing out there, all right? Well, we shall cover more on that some other time. So thank you so much, everyone. I have missed you, and hopefully, you see, one thing is that in Glasgow right now, the weather is unreliable. Sometimes, right, the weather can be so depressing. It will become so cold that the only place I find so much comfort is that my bed. Yeah? And I kind of get to be over comfortable there, you know? So that's why you barely see me in the afternoon now. Just bear with me, okay? So most of the time when I leave the studio, it's always so late. And by the time I go to bed, it's even more late. I have to be up early enough. And then when I'm up early, I usually go back to bed and to get some rest. So that is why you barely see me in the afternoon. But I do promise that when I'm not too tired, I will show up. But if you don't see me in the afternoon tomorrow, you will surely see me later in the evening, okay? So our weather is so depressing now. When I say depressing, it's so cold, right? It is so cold that you just want to stay indoor. Enjoy the comfy of that your bed or your room. Well, thank you so much for joining me this evening or this night. Thanks so much for staying this long as well. We shall continue from where we are stopping tonight, tomorrow, while we continue to monitor the progress on the Alagbara Mameru Babaole, this coward hiding behind the corrupt system in Nigeria to hunt down those they considered as too free to address them or those who make them so uncomfortable. On Dele Farotimi's abduction, yeah, we will see how far this is going to go. Hopefully, by the time I come back here tomorrow, DF will be back home, okay? So, and the trauma of them invading his space, kidnapping him and smuggling him straight to Ekiti. 7 hours drive from Lagos. We shall know more from tomorrow. So thank you so much, everyone. As you are leaving tonight, remember, like the broadcast and share it too to those who haven't, possibly, who are not able to see this from the beginning. And to those of you who joined us late, remember as well, you can watch this from the start. Just make sure that you can skip the first 5 minutes. Yeah, that's the music part. If you don't really like the music that much, okay, skip it and start watching from after 6 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to see you again. Until then, stay safe, okay? And then be safe too. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari, Mayegun nàmbà Máyégún tó jódodo.
Máyégún dáyàrí náírà nọ́mbà wán.
Máyégún ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Máyégún dáyàrí náírà nọ́mbà wán.
Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube.
Máyégún dáyàrí náírà nọ́mbà wán.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí.
Máyégún dáyàrí náírà nọ́mbà wán.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún dáyàrí náírà nọ́mbà wán.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
Máyégún dáyàrí náírà nọ́mbà wán.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún dáyàrí náírà nọ́mbà wán.
Máyégún dáyàrí pòlítíkò.
Máyégún dáyàrí náírà nọ́mbà wán.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún dáyàrí náírà nọ́mbà wán.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún dáyàrí náírà nọ́mbà wán.
Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Máyégún dáyàrí náírà nọ́mbà wán.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ.